Hey guys, welcome back to 24 Outdoors. I'm Aaron. Today on the channel, this is PA Whitetail Archery Season, Episode 3. Today, I'm gonna fight for my life. We're gonna have a morning sit. We're gonna encounter some inline hunters, maybe set up a trail camera and a couple of mock scrapes. Stick around.
Are you ready?
Sun's finally up again. It's really cool to sit here whenever it's dark and just listen to the woods come alive. Birds, squirrels, chipmunks. Everything wakes up, gets going for the morning. I'd like to know where birds get their coffee at. They always seem to be energetic. I don't know. We'll check back in a little bit. Well, I've been sitting here for about an hour and a half now, close to hour 45. I heard some stuff behind me about 15 minutes ago. Historically, that's about the time I would get stuff on camera up here, roughly. So they don't always come from one direction on my camera. They'll come in from directly in front, or they'll circle down and around and walk this path right in front of my stand here, up to my camera just off to the left of me. We have a big patch of carnivorous trees directly behind me, right off this clear cut. And then directly out in front of me, about 200 yards, there's another strip that's about 60 yards wide of carnivorous trees, about 60 yards wide and roughly 400 yards long. And it's really, really good cover. Really good thermal cover for those hot days. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about that today. Just blue jays going crazy up here right now. At one point in time, there was like 5 or 6 birds firing off. No clue what any of them were. But I use that Merlin Bird ID app. And it's really cool. You get to see every single bird that it can hear. So you can kind of identify what's around you. Well, I guess that's the reality of hunting on public land. I was just sitting here and heard some voices getting closer and closer. This clear cut here, there's tram roads running down over the hill every so often. And I look up and I can see someone walking down the one tram road. It's next to impossible to know anybody's down here. My truck is parked up there, but you know, that's the reality of hunting on public land. I saw him and waved him down, so right now it's kind of an interesting time to be in the woods because we have inline muzzleloader right now as well, so could be some people out moving deer around that way, which kind of sucks, but not too awful much you can do about that. So, oh well, we're gonna sit here a little bit longer and maybe we will pivot this morning and go set a trail camera and a mock scrape somewhere. We'll see. I just had perhaps the scariest thing happen to me in my entire life. I was standing and I looked down at my tree stand. I hung this stand probably, I don't know, 2 months ago, a month ago, somewhere around in there. And I looked down in this little hole here. You can see the remnants. There was 2 giant brown spiders down in this hole. So I got my permethrin spray out. And sprayed a little down, and then very quickly 2 brown spiders. I'm gonna estimate probably, I don't know what flavor they were, but they're probably about the size of a Buick. Come busting up out of there, and I grabbed myself a dead limb here, a little twig off the tree, and proceed to smash them. That's going to take me a while to recover from that one. I got a little frightened. So. All right, well, that didn't go quite as planned. Had some hunters come through for their season inline. It's not a huge deal. That's all part of hunting on public land. That's what makes it so challenging, because it's public. It's not only you out there. You're competing against however many people are out. So it's not a huge deal. We'll get it figured out. All right, I'm gonna get my stuff packed up, get changed out of my hunting clothes, and I don't know, might go set up a trail camera. See you in a minute. All right, that feels better. I think I am gonna go set a trail camera, so I'm going to, I gotta get new batteries and one camera here. These little totes are great for accessories. I have a little bit of everything in this one. Need a camera, need a strap, batteries. So I'm just gonna get some batteries changed out in this camera. The only thing that sucks about trail cameras, these batteries are so freaking hard to get out. So these Stealth Cam Deceptor 2.0s, they take 16 batteries. You can run them off of 8, but they recommend 16. And although they work really great, the battery life is not horrible. But whenever you're buying a bunch of batteries all the time for cameras, the best deal that I've found is the Amazon Basics. Get like 240 AA batteries for like 35 bucks. And I've tried other batteries, expensive ones. I think these run just as good as the expensive ones is all. I think you're paying for a name with some of that stuff. The lithium ones, especially whenever it gets cold, it doesn't work too well. They drain pretty quickly. I had a Moultrie that took 16 batteries, a cell camera, Moultrie Edge, and I had it out for an entire year taking pictures. One archery season to the next archery season, and I still had battery life. I had like 15% left whenever I pulled it from the woods. So, and that was on these Amazon specials. They're just Amazon Basic, the white ones. Don't forget your antenna. The Moultries, the antenna just screws off, or the Stealth Cams, the antenna just screws off just like most others. I like the Moultries because they kind of swivel. They don't screw off, they stay on, but they swivel into up against the side of the body. Makes it seamless for whenever you're transporting it. So whenever I'm not using a camera and it's just in storage like this, I usually throw it in without the antenna on, that way it doesn't break. Although Amazon, you can get like a 3-pack of these for 20 bucks. So all right, let's load up and go set a camera.
Okay, here we go. Focus. Speed. I am speed. 1 winner. 42 losers. I eat losers for breakfast. Speed. I'm faster than fast, quicker than quick. I am lightning.
All right, well, we always see deer coming across the road right here in the winter time. We always have some pretty good tracks coming across the road, and I just kind of want to creep around back here. I've never really scouted this area. just see what we can see and go from there. So here appears to be an old tram road. There's a nice tree up here. It looks like might be a scrape under it. Looks like a good scraping tree. Take a look at this. Boy, if I was a deer, I'd want to scrape under this tree. Let's see if we can find any broken twigs or broken branches off. Yeah, some. I don't know, it definitely hasn't been used yet this year, but this is a good roadway, goes that way, turn, goes the whole way down through there. So why don't we dive in just a little bit deeper and see if we see anything. Well, that's cool. Something's been in here messing stuff up. I wonder if he's coming from this way. The thing that sucks is the leaves are on the ground now, so it's so hard to actually see a fresh trail, a good trail, you know. So whenever you're walking and you see all these trees here and you see no rubs, every so often while you're walking, just turn around and look back, because you may see the other side of the trees rubbed up. Huh. There's an old stand. That thing hasn't been sat in years. Jeez. Should we climb it? Nah, we better not. All right, given that I have those rubs over here, there's another scrape tree up there. I think I'm gonna throw my scrape here, maybe do another scrape up there, and we'll just come back and check it. I'm gonna set the camera, I think, on this one here, and yeah, we'll go from there. So using a buck balm forehead gland and buck balm scrape generator to start this scrape. I don't know if you guys caught that, but there's deer just ran down there. I guess that's a good sign. I couldn't tell what it was. I just saw the back end. But seems like a good sign, I guess. Get this camera up, start one more scrape up there, and I guess get out of here. All right, guys, I think that's gonna do it for me today. I did a little bit of hiking. We got a nice morning sit-in. Just beautiful seeing the landscape come alive first thing in the morning. It's great. It's nice and cool this morning, 45 degrees. Heard a little bit of deer movement. Setting that trail camera, we actually jumped a deer. Came walking up the trail we were on, and I don't know if it got it on video or not. I'll have to check, but that's kind of cool. It means we're in the right area. But I'm out of here. So guys, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, be sure to like and subscribe. Turn on the notifications so you're up to date on every single video we put out. And until I get to see you guys again, keep me in your prayers. I'll keep you in mind, and I'll see you in the next video. Almost forgot you. Sorry.